Hello, and welcome to this little information session to find out more about the Lawyers Business Mastermind, which is a new concept I've created this year based on, based on lots of things, really, based on what I've learned in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years of my own legal business. So I'm a commercial property lawyer. I still practice. I've been practicing for about 15 years, I think, which always makes me feel really old. But although I did the traditional model originally with my training and in the early part of my career, when I had children or had my first son, I left traditional practice and 6 months later joined one of the first alternative business structure law firms, and I've been working that way for 9 years now. Now, I started off very gently, just doing the odd lease review, in the evening or around the childcare, and really enjoyed it, really enjoyed the work, and gradually sort of built my practice over the coming years. And about 3 years into it, I found myself with a great business. I'd surprised myself with the business that I'd grown, and was very proud of it. It had enabled me to buy a new house, buy new cars. It was wonderful. But actually, the way that it was going wasn't working for me. I was working extremely long hours. I was not saying no to anything. I was taking on too much work. I wasn't charging enough. I wasn't delegating. I'd left practice to have a certain sort of family life, and I'd created a monster, let's put it that way, in my self-employed business. So I had a good hard look at myself and at my business. I was also very stressed out and suffered from all the symptoms of chronic stress, really. Which is why it's become a passion of mine to work with lawyers in particular about dealing with stress. And I've spent a lot of time doing that over the last 4 or 5 years. But what the Business Mastermind aims to do is to help lawyers in that self-employed business model, whether you're under an umbrella firm, an ABS type firm, or whether you have your own either sole practitioner business, or perhaps you're the managing partner with some staff as well. But you actually want some help and support to grow your business from here. Now, that help and support will vary a lot within the Lawyers Business Mastermind. There will be elements of coaching. I coach lawyers myself, whether they're new into the business or they're employed lawyers or whatever it is. I coach them on things like business development, but also on stress managing strategies, learning to delegate more effectively, how to have a better work-life balance. Whatever it is that's feeling stuck for them and they need to move forward with is what I help them with in a coaching capacity. And the Lawyers Business Mastermind includes a coaching session with me every month as well. But on top of that, the biggest part of the Business Mastermind really is the mastermind group that you would be put into, which is a maximum ideally of 6 people plus myself facilitating, so that you've got plenty of time each month when you meet to go through each other's challenges. So we have this sort of hot seat system, if you like, where you have at least 10 to 15 minutes just to initially talk about what your challenge is that month, which could be business related. It could be I need to bring in a new member of staff. It could be I'm having an issue with a client relationship. It could be I need to up my marketing or change my marketing. But similarly, it could be I'm worried about X, Y, Z, and my partner or my other half doesn't understand, and I'm struggling to sleep at night, or I know I've got the balance wrong with how many hours I'm working. It's whatever it is that is keeping you awake at night that month. That's the sort of challenge that you would bring to your small group. You'd share that and get input from everybody in the group as well. So that's the really valuable part, and that's the sort of mastermind idea, that you have a small group that get to know each other very well and support each other. That's the real power, if you like, of the mastermind group. So you do get that monthly group with your small support system. You have an access to monthly coaching with me, and you also have access to a business development session. We will come together on Zoom once a month for up to 2 hours. You can drop in, drop out, whatever you need, but it's dedicated time in the diary for you to work on your business, not just in your business, because it's very easy for us to just fall into the fee earning role, to do the work from the client, which of course is very important, but it's not all we need to be doing when we have a business. We do need to look at the the bigger strategy. You know, we might be very busy, and this is the feast and famine we see all the time with self-employment. You know, we can be very busy, so we think we have no time for business development and marketing. But then when we hit a quieter period, suddenly we try to ramp up the business development and the marketing, but we don't have a base level to build from. So what I really do encourage business owners to do is to have that foundational level of business development going on all the time, even in your busy periods, so that you've got something to go at and something to build on when it might be quieter. So we have a business development session every month within the mastermind as well. And the extra piece to that all is that we also have guest experts who come and join us. I mean, I can talk a little bit about lots of topics, but, you know, when we come to it, I want to bring the experts in. So we've got experts on things like productivity, a wonderful guy I'm really looking forward to working with. Business 101, you know, from somebody who works in finance and operations for large law firms. He's going to talk to us about how we can think about our business in a more strategic way, even when we're a small business and wanting to grow. We're going to have things like pricing and things like charging your worth, marketing experts, client relationship development experts, you know, the client attraction system expert. You know, we've got lots of different people who I can call upon, who I've met over the years and worked with, who are going to be coming in to support the mastermind group as well. So there's lots of pieces there. Which in essence, what it aims to be is a one-stop support system for new or growing self-employed lawyers. You know, I've learned the hard way in many ways over the last 9 years, but I've also learned that having support from coaches, mentors, and mastermind groups has been absolutely invaluable, whether it's moral support, whether it's someone to just say, you know, I'm struggling with this, can I use you as a sounding board? Can I talk to you about it? Or whether it's practical advice on the marketing, the business development, whatever it is, you know, all of that support is available to you. Sorry about the lights. It's lovely that it's sunshiny outside, but it's very difficult to manage with this recording. But yeah, I'm glad to see the sunshine after the horrible weather we had this morning. But yes, a one-stop shop for you, a one-stop place to get all the support that you will need to help you grow that business. Because ultimately, if you come to me and say, well, I need an expert now in this area, I want to know about this, team building. A lot of people have come to me and said, I want to know more about how to build my team in the most effective way. So this week I've spoken to an expert who has built her team a number of times, and she's done it in the self-employed model. And she's going to come in and talk to us about that. So, you know, as soon as I see there's a need within the group for a certain topic, I will go out and find you an expert to come and talk to us about that. So very much one-stop shop, everything that you need from a practical and business perspective, but also from a support perspective. Because what I am a big believer in is building our businesses and making them successful based on what we want out of them. You know, what one person's idea of success is not another's. And that's why we very much start by saying, what is it that you want? What do you want this business to be? You know, because we have to look at that first. And then how do we build that with you in a really sustainable way so that you are not stressed out, burning out, working all the hours, you know, not seeing your family, getting in trouble with family and friends, etc., because you're spending too much time at work, you know, not creating the life and the business that you want, you know, and that's what this is ultimately about. It's to help you identify what that is and to help you create it. That's what the Business Mastermind is. So I hope that was a useful introduction. In terms of the investment into the Mastermind, at the moment, the launch, we start officially on the 23rd of March. And at the launch price, this is going to be 150 plus VAT per month. So £180 per month in total per person into the mastermind. There is no commitment at the moment. I would like to see this really becoming a 12-month program, and I think that's where it will go next year. But at the moment, this is a brand new concept for lawyers, for the legal profession, and I really want to encourage people to come along and get involved. So, you know, it is just a monthly commitment at the moment, but of course, I hope that you're going to stay in, you know, for the long term and really get a lot out of it. So if you've got any questions questions at all, or you want to have a chat about it, I am talking to everybody who wants to come and join us in the mastermind, just to make sure that it really is the right thing for them, and that we can help you and support you. And also to see, we have a number of different small hub groups. So as far as I can, I'm trying to see where people are at and which hub group would be most useful and beneficial to them as we start. So do get in touch with me, which you can do in many ways. I'm on LinkedIn, Hannah Becko, so make sure we're connected. Feel free to drop me a message. You can also drop me an email. It's hannah@authenticallyspeaking.co.uk. I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on Facebook. So hopefully you will find plenty of ways to get in touch with me if you'd like to organise a chat about the Business Mastermind and whether it's for you. Thank you very much and take care. Bye-bye.